Hello friends, and welcome to something a little bit different on the channel today. I wanted to do a match preview of the game versus Liverpool, probably one of our biggest games of the season, and an opportunity for us to stake our claim as a team that's at least in the conversation for one of the top teams in England this year. And to start off with, I'm going to be reviewing Liverpool's lineup. So, this is how they started the last league game against Manchester United, not the FA Cup game against Manchester United. To be very clear, the changes there were Curtis Jones started instead of Mane, Milner started instead of Shaqiri, I believe, and then Reece Williams actually started back here. I don't know whether Matip is fit. I don't know who will start this game. I don't know how much rotation they're going to do, but based on the recent game against Manchester United in the league, this is what they played, so this is what I'm going to work off of and analyze a little bit. So, obviously, Mane, Firmino, Salah, Wijnaldum, Shaqiri, Thiago, Henderson, Fabinho, Trent, Robertson, Allison. So, dang strong team, but, however, these front three people are not really performing right now. In fact, in the last 3 league games, at least, as far as I went back, they've not scored at all. So, that is good. So, I'm very happy about that. Really, the question is, does Mane start? And if Mane doesn't start, who does start? Curtis Jones? If so, I'm scared because Curtis Jones had an amazing game against us the last time we played Liverpool, and he's a very, very good young player. Wijnaldum is also one to watch for making late runs into the box. I would be interested to see Shaqiri start. I would be surprised about that. I think they would go for a little bit more stability. I'm not quite sure what Jurgen Klopp is going to plan. Maybe Milner comes in as a number 6 and plays in the holding role that Thiago has been playing in, because I don't think really Thiago is a holding midfielder. And I think actually this is what we need to target. So when I go into my analysis of the Tottenham team, I think Thiago is one we need to focus on because Thiago is a brilliant player. Thiago is a brilliant passer of the ball. He's a brilliant technician. He's a brilliant reader of the game. However, there have been some times this year where his defending has been suspect, and I think this is an area we can exploit, especially with the likes of Tanguy and Ndombele in brilliant form right now, with Steven Bergwijn potentially, with Harry Kane potentially. I think those 3 can do a number on the positioning here. Really, when you're looking at this team though, Trent has been a little bit out of form. But I'm still not. I'm not gonna say Son is gonna have a field day. Trent has been more out of form as an offensive threat lately because he's just been whipping balls into the box essentially, and I'm not really scared about that. I think Eric Dyer and his center back partner, which I'll get on to soon, can deal with that. But Trent has been a little bit out of favor. But, still not some bad defender. I think potentially, Son can look to cut in the side there. That's Sonny, this man right here. I think Son can look to get inside that channel in between whoever starts at center back and Trent as the right back. That's what you want to see in this game. The other question is Henderson fit? And if he's fit, does he start? I think he has proven himself to be a good center back for the most part, but, still not his best position. Will they have Matip available? I don't think so. I think he's still out injured, but that's something I'll look for. Fabinho, I am scared of. Fabinho is a good center back and probably their best defender. for, what it is. I mean, he's a CDM filling in for a center back, and he's been doing amazing. And Robertson is a brilliant left back, so I think Steven Bergwijn, who I predict will start at right wing, is going to have a rough game. But anyways, that's the Liverpool team. The things we will look for are, is Reece Williams going to start? And if so, let's exploit the hell out of him. Is Curtis Jones going to start? If so, please watch his runs. Is James Milner going to start? If so, watch Thiago and where he is going to play in midfield. He is dangerous. Watch Salah, Firmino, and Mane. See what the partnership is. And if they're quiet, what do we do about it? Anyways, let's get into the Tottenham lineup. That's what we're all here to see. Okay, so I decided to do what we did last time against Liverpool in the 2-1 defeat earlier this season. So last time we faced them, we did a 4-4-2. Son and Kane up top, Steven Bergwijn on the left, Moussa Sissoko on the right as a winger. Please end the experiment. We had Pierre-Emile Højbjerg in the 2 in the midfield, along with Giovanni Lo Celso. A bit more of a conservative approach there with the 2 midfielders. Most often they would drop into this space here and fill in, and then the fullbacks would tuck in and like that. So yeah, it would kind of form a back 6 really. And Moussa Sissoko and Steven Bergwijn also helped out tracking back and stuff. But anyways, really we look to hit them on the break, get the ball to Kane, who can hit it to Son or Steven Bergwijn running through, and it kind of worked. But it was really conservative. And I feel like we were very scared of Liverpool still, and we could have been a bit more expansive, and that's what I want to see. And tomorrow, this is my predicted lineup, and I'm not quite sure this will be what it is, but this is what I want to see. So we have Harry Winks up here. I don't know why I'm starting up here, but that's where we're starting. Ndombele in midfield, you have to start him right now because he's in ludicrous form. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Joe Rodon, Serge Aurier, Hugo Lloris, Eric Dyer, Reguilon, Steven Bergwijn, Harry Kane, and Son. So, yeah, I think that would be the team I would pick to face Liverpool. Mainly because I think they're a bit weak right now defensively. I know that's such an easy thing to say when they're missing like 16 center backs, but at the same time, you have to exploit that while you can. And I know they had the same problem when we faced them with this, but I think it's the time to say, let's back ourselves. We're at home. We've played well against Liverpool before. Let's go for it. I think Toby Alderweireld has been a bit out of form. He's been turned by a championship defender multiple times in the last week. So I'm picking Joe Rodon to start. And I think he has shown a lot of promise. And I think actually he might be the best choice here right now. It might be throwing him in the deep end a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised to see Toby. But I think there's a reason that we're not going to play 3 at the back. I think Ben Davis would make it so we would play 3 at the back, but because we don't have him fit, we don't have a left footer, I don't think we're going to play a 3 at the back because that is a key part of the tactic. And every time we played 3 at the back, I'm pretty sure Ben Davis has played. Dexter, stop messing with the door. But yeah, Ndombele has to play right now because he is in the form of his life, and I want to see him get in between defenders. I want to see him just make late runs into the box, kind of catch whoever, Fabinho, Henderson, or whoever is in the center back position off guard a little bit. He's going to be tricky. I also want him to kind of be the man in charge with dragging Thiago as well as Harry Kane, who's going to drop into space a little bit. This is very messy, but I hope you understand. Steven Bergwijn is going to track back a lot, but I want to see him kind of stay a bit wide, and I want to see him kind of drag Robertson out, so it kind of opens up space for Kane, Son, and Ndombele, maybe even Winks, to get into the center backs. If you draw out Robertson, you can see how it stretches their back line a little bit. So then Son could do an inside run there. Kane would find him, and then maybe that's a way to exploit in behind Trent. Look at Dexter, how cute. But that may be a way to exploit in behind Trent, maybe a way to exploit in behind whoever is the center back partnering Fabinho. Reguilon, another one who can stay out wide. I would want him to stay out wide, maybe occupy Trent a little bit, and hopefully that draws out a position for Son to get in and cut inside and score. That's what we're going to be looking for. He's been out of a goal-scoring touch lately, but I still trust him to score in the big moments. Kane has been in superb form, pretty much, so you would want him still to be involved in the game, dropping a bit deep. He put up 8 dribbles the other day. So yeah, dribble around Thiago, dribble around whoever is the center back, and get a few shots off. That's really what I want to see from Kane. If he drops deep, he drops deep. I want to see this partnership of Winks and Ndombele, because I feel like it would provide some passing to Kane, to Son, to Bergwijn, and hopefully we see that. Another interesting thing is Bale has been better, so maybe you erase this, and around the 60th minute mark, if we are trailing the game, you see big old Gary Bale. You see him come on the pitch, and you hope for the best. Could you imagine if he comes on and makes the difference in this game? He would right everyone wrong who's already counted this loan off. Anyways, yeah, no, I would want to see Gareth Bale. It's very, very possible that Musa Sissoko starts here. I just think he's a bit limited when playing out of a press, which is what Liverpool are going to do. If we, when we break, he is useful. However, I think Winks has shown enough in recent weeks to reward him with the place in the starting lineup. So I would like to see him instead of Sissoko. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is going to be occupied a lot. I would still see him probably drop in to fulfill a back three at moments during this game. Dexter. And I would think that we would kind of see that 6 at the back thing again with Winks, and maybe if Sissoko starts, you would see the 6 at the back with Højbjerg and him filling in these half spaces here to protect Serge, to protect Reguilon. But yeah, we have plenty of pace going forward with Reguilon, Bergwijn, and Ndombele, Harry Kane, Son. And we have a lot of impetus. That's kind of who I'm looking to see break forward all the time and get breaks off and challenge the Liverpool defense. That's what we have to do. They are not great offensively right now. So if we set up to defend the whole game at home, I will be a bit mad. We have to take the game to them. And I think this is how you do it. 4-3-3. Charge Højbjerg with dealing with Firmino, with Salah, Mane, whoever. I think he can do it. I think Serge, if you tell him just stay the hell back, do not, my pen's gone, just stay the hell back, help Joe Rodon, stay back, do not cross the halfway line, please. That is what I want to see from Serge Aurier, and I want to see Reguilon to be the one getting forward. Serge Aurier can cross from deep. That's about it. But yeah, that's what I want to see tomorrow. I want to see an attacking lineup. It's very possible also that Joe Rodon does not start, and purely for pace reasons, we will see Davinson, Sanchez, or Toby Alderweireld. Dav has come back into the fold a tad bit, but I still think Joe Rodon is going to be maybe the choice there because we need to find another partner for Eric Dyer. The other thing is Jose has mentioned recently that there are injury concerns with a few other players, and he didn't say who it was. So I'm interested to see if Serge Aurier is fit. I'm interested to see if Eric Dyer is fit, if Højbjerg, Sissoko, and I don't know who's not fit right now, but it is worrying. And hopefully we have a team. I still think a team with Son, Harry, Steven Bergwijn, Reguilon, and Ndombele, that is enough to break through the Liverpool defense at the end of the day. And I want to see them being attacking, hold the ball, don't just hit long balls, and play them off the pitch. Come on, you Spurs. And that's my preview for the match tomorrow. Well, shoot. The Telegraph has just reported that Reguilon is not going to be fit tomorrow. Or for the next few weeks. So, I'm scared. Who plays left back, right? Who plays left back? If Ben Davis is not fit, and if Reguilon is not fit, who plays left back? Do we bring Danny Rose out of retirement? Do we play Gareth Bale at right back? Tanganga has played there before. Maybe that's why we subbed him off at 45 minutes. I don't know. Hopefully, Ben Davis is fit, in which case we might see left back Son again. I guess just scrap what I did the rest of that video. I guess as we get more news as the day goes on, we will see about that. But anyways, cheers. Come on, you Spurs. I believe we can still do this.